Ay, ay, ay. You know, this has been a real busy week, at least on my end. How about y'all?
Yeah, it's been really busy. I'm like, don't mind me. I may sound a little tired, but I had a full can of Red Bull, so I think it should be fine.
You think you should be fine?
I
Well,
think it should be.
hopefully, hopefully your internet holds up as well, because it sounded like it was about to try giving us some issues. Oh no.
Oh god.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, hopefully all will be fine as we move forward with these shenanigans. And, well, hello. Welcome to Big Squeak Inc. This makes for episode 19. We have a lot of episodes going on. Oh no, pixelated for just a moment. We might be concerned about today's internet stability, huh?
Dude, I'm gonna get Thanos snapped before this interview even happens.
Ay. Oh, that is the one thing I've forgotten, to turn off all the redeems. Thank you, Cutsy. Ay. Let's try not to get you Thanos snapped, shall we? No need to be Thanos snapped. In the meanwhile, though, hello. As always, I'm Saruroku, the usual host of the interviews. Across the table, we have Cloudy, as always. Hello, Cloudy.
How you doing? It's me. Hey.
Hey. And our lovely guest for the day, Frisky. Hello.
Hi, I'm Frisky.
Yes. Alright, just get rid of all these redeems real quick while I still have the time. Brain. Oh.
Brain.
Oh my god, I'm actually.
Yeah, you have,
Yeah, I think I'm.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's a little bit of instability going on there.
There you go. Look, that's the true me here.
Here, let me try to reset the cache, and let's see if reloading the source will cooperate. There we go. And you know, I guess while we're having a very scuffed start with everything, I do have a usual redeem that I have on but turn off for the interviews. But it seems like there's a volunteer, if you'd be so interested. I have a nommed by mouse redeem. So if you'd want to, you know, take a bite out of some of the audience members if they push the button, we can leave that on for you. If not, we'll just keep it off.
No.
Oh?
No. We can just leave it there. Yeah.
We can just leave it on there.
Yeah.
We can just, okay. You know what? I'll just make sure that button is enabled, and anybody who wishes to get nommed by Frisky can just push that button. There we go. Ay. And we already have one volunteer in Cutsy Cat. We offer you Cutsy as tribute. And apparently Cammy, too. Oh, Lord. The snacks they are approaching.
But does it taste yummy?
They might taste yummy, but I think there's only one real way to find out. I think they're hiding in one of these buildings around here. Cloudy, did you sneak more audience members in the buildings again?
I whistle.
Wait, do you not actually know how to whistle? Or am I...
No, I'm just. I'm just.
Alright, and I suppose I should do a little bit of audio bounce on the fly as well, so panic. But yes, hello, and while you have two snacks waiting in the buildings, let's go over some of the usual introductory stuff. First of all, Big Squeak Inc., and today you get to be the Big Squeak, right? Very big.
Who? Wait. Who?
Yeah,
Me?
You. I mean, look how tall you are right now, right? Have you looked around the city?
No, I haven't.
No? And just take a moment and, you know, look over at the buildings or acknowledge that we're on a rooftop over here talking to you.
Yeah, you are kind of,
Yeah, you know, normally I'm the giant, but right now we could probably easily fit on your shoulders or somewhere, right? So,
I don't
Giant
know.
Frisky.
You were going for my shoulders, but...
You know, some people would probably immediately claim another place and be like, Oh, small can fit there, but shoulders and top of head is the wholesome answers, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're say so here.
I'm not, starting the D-Gen train just yet. If we want to, go down that route later, there's plenty of time in the interview.
Oh my goodness.
Ay, ay, ay. But yes, you get to tower over many buildings, and well, I suppose if there's any cats that usually terrorize you as a mouse, now's a good time to have them pop in and be like, no, I terrorize you now, right?
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh wait. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was just like looking, and like I think I'm turning pixelated again.
Ah.
I'm going to fade away. Yeah, I'm fading away.
Oh, you're back and you're gone. You're back and gone. All right. Well, we can probably go over to like reactive PNG or just a still picture if you want. I'm not sure what's going on with the internet stability right now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I'm darn sure that my internet is completely okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
But we could definitely do that instead.
Yeah, if it persists, we will swap over to that. For now, though, it looks like you're back and stable, so let's kind of move along and get things going while you're not exploding into pixels, right?
Heck yeah, man. Let's do it.
All right. So, first of the questions. First question. Who is Frisky? Who are you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh man, I ask that question myself every day.
Not bad.
Let's see. I'm wondering what you mean by that question. Like me? As in like what I do?
Well, that's what
Who I am?
that's why I ask it in that particular manner. It's so vague, it could lead to anywhere, right? And I could be, who are you? What do you do on, like, streaming, Twitter, and all that? Who are you in character? Who are you, the person behind everything? How do you want to answer the question? Who are you?
Oh my god, who am I? Well, let's see here. I mean, character-wise, I used to be an IRL streamer, and I made it so that I died and became this cupid mouse, this really cute, fuzzy, amazing cupid mouse. And so, I turned myself into something that I'm not.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, I am. That it is a pretty hard question, to be honest, because, like you said, it is kind of vague, and not even I could answer the question properly. But
Ay.
I'm just your friendly neighborhood. Well, I mean, yeah, neighborhood little mousy, going around having some fun. More of a friend than your mom. So, let's see here. I'm like improvising as we go.
Oh no.
Because
improvisation's all fine.
it's cool. It's cool, dude. But yeah, I think that might be it. I mean, really, if you have any more questions, I think that that'll show my true colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll certainly get into a lot of questions and some of that true color shining, right? There's
Heck
a few
yeah.
questions for later that are specifically set up because you are you, and I have well, I gotta figure out some art stuff on my own as well, and I think Claudia has some art questions for later too. So there's gonna be plenty of time to get into some of the shenanigans you get up to, and yeah, the model is really getting weird at times, but it's moving right now.
Oh my god, slowly but surely.
Yeah. Internet stabilize, please.
The heavens don't have good satellite up here.
Apparently, they got all the satellites up there, the literal moon, but they don't got good satellite internet, huh?
How do you know I'm up here but not down here? Listen, heaven could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be up in the sky. It could be down below. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I get that. As someone who usually spends a lot of time floating out in space and, you know, picking up planets and being like, ooh, it's a baseball.
Yeah,
If
you
heaven
don't
was
see
just
any
kind
gods
of
out there.
up, yeah, it's kind of empty and cold out there, gonna be honest, right?
Yeah, we don't like cold. We like it warm.
Warm. Heaven is the warm place?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Alright, well, roll with that. Alright. Next question on the interview to get a little bit more specific into things. You did mention that as far as Frisky the mouse goes, the cupid mouse, you died and became a cupid mouse, and well, what's the story going on there? Or yeah, what's the story going on there?
Well, like I said before, I used to be an RL streamer. I would just do a lot of crazy things on stream. Like not only do I do art, but I've also like done ASMR and like food streams. I really love the food streams that I had. Like I had this whole character of myself. And then I discovered what VTubers are. And I thought that, hey, how about I kill this character, this streamer that I used to be, and become a VTuber? So I made it so that the lore was like the Frisky that you knew before, she dies, and then she becomes this mouse, this cupid mouse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, I haven't really got in depth to like how I died and then became into this, but it was like, you know, I had this plot point where I kind of like died in a very silly way.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Was it a truck?
Oh no, like the isekai.
Yeah, isekai
You know-
truck.
Isekai into being no, unfortunately,
No.
no, it's not truck.
You've been
No,
spared from the truck.
Been
Okay.
spared by a truck.
I've
So-
been spared from the truck.
To follow up with that, then, did you become a cupid mouse in the same world that, you know, the previous Frisky existed in? Or is it, you know, a whole different world? In which case we may need to go check the truck, right?
Oh god, it was the same world.
It's the same world?
We're in the same timeline. Yeah.
All right, so not an isekai, more like Yu Yu Hakusho, you know. You're dead, but now you work for the, you know, big people
Yeah.
upstairs or something, right? Okay,
Basically.
that makes sense. That makes some sense. And, well, unless, Cloudy, you got any questions bouncing off this topic before we move on to the next question?
Actually, yeah, because honestly, I was IRL streamer myself. Was there the one huge thing I gotta ask was, besides the VTubing thing, was there any other like reason you wanted to swap fully?
I think it's going to be a little deep here, but like I kind of stopped streaming for a little bit because I was like, where is the motivation?
Yeah, I
As
understand
being an
that.
IRL streamer, and like, you know, I've done like a lot of crazy stuff back then. I think I still have like some of my older IRL clips, and you know, they were just really, how would I explain it? I keep saying it's crazy, but I'm pretty sure it was crazy. But I think I've been so burnt out and overwhelmed by it. I'm just like, okay, well, I gotta find a new motivation, see if I can find a way to like keep streaming, because I genuinely like streaming and I want to keep doing that. So I made it so that the story was from my RL streamer to now as a VTuber is that my current model continues to stream even after she dies, but she's just cuter.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, what
Alright.
made you want to be a mouse?
Oh, good question.
Honestly, at first I wasn't gonna choose a mouse. Actually,
Oh, where?
I was gonna be a rabbit, just be a rabbit boy. But I think the reason I swapped from IRL streaming and all that is because I just motivation, like you said, motivation was kind of the huge thing that kind of just started dying out for me in the early days when I first started.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel that, bro.
Fair enough. On my end, I was just never a human. I was just always a mouse, and it's like squeak.
Oh my god. God. You didn't have the speed as we did.
I have evaded the, IRL stream fate and just being like, well, here's my face. For a while, I didn't even have a webcam or a character. I was just a stream. Like, there was no me there other than
He
a
was
voice.
an entity.
Oh my goodness.
And I eventually picked up the webcam because it's like, oh, wait, I can do a scuffed edit of a model. Yay. So, it sounds like we've
Didn't you
all
just...
been on journeys, huh? Oh.
Yeah, we have. Oh, sorry about that. I was just like, I noticed that you got a new model, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of cute.
Oh yeah, this is I've been real happy with the new model, especially since oh no, you're being pixelated. Especially since the old model, a lot of the time people would show up and go, "Oh hey, you're a mouse waifu, right?" And me no waifu, me if you gotta use term like that, it's husbando, right? Me dude. So hopefully I won't get mistaken for a lady when I'm like this, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, your chest is out and everything.
Yeah. It's a little bit harder to, make that mistake nowadays, and that was the goal. Alright. And, well, since it has come up a touch, let's continue on the topic of streaming for our next batch of questions. First question I've got on my usual list. Are there any experiences with streaming, either good or bad, that stand out in your memory?
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it?
Okay, I got it. I got one thing. I got one thing to say. So, I don't know if, like, you noticed, but when you have, like, stream in different categories, like just chatting or like ASMR and stuff like that.
Yep.
We always get that certain group of people that come into chat and like put off the vibe. Like I've had an ASMR stream where like someone was like begging me to do like a gulping sound, like
Oh, no.
and I was like, you know what? Nah. How about you give me some money for that? I'll do it if you give me some money. I was like, no.
Contribute to the mouse.
Yeah.
Step
like,
one.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you're gonna make me do some weird stuff, you might as well just exactly. But he didn't do it. And I was like, okay, whatever, get out of here.
We had they were being a coward then, huh? They only wanted it for free.
Yeah. What do you think? Who do you think I am?
Ay.
That's some self-worth. That's very important to have.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see. I know that when I've been in just chatting categories recently, I've had a lot of people that come in to like kind of, I wouldn't say troll, but it seemed like they are trolling. Like I couldn't tell if they were supporting me or not. So, it just takes a little bit to find out what kind of person they are until you bring out the band gun. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's like the only complaints I have for streaming. I've seen so much on like Twitter about how their experiences are with streaming, and I'm like, I'm so glad that's not me. But it'll end up being me someday.
There's been some terrible times on streams at times, but yeah, it's fortunate that just the occasional weird chatters the worst you've had to deal with, huh?
Yeah, but
Hey.
I'm trying to think about like the good things that happen. Let's see, what are the good things that happen?
I would hope there are good things that happen. Otherwise, we got to
There are.
question things, right?
Okay. Well, recently I've had a lot of like people come in and they're just like, "Oh, I'm learning, and I just want to let you know that I really like watching your streams." And I would be like, "Oh, really?" Because I find that so surprising because I always like kind of put myself down where I'm just like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm that funny, but I'm gonna do this anyway." And then I just find out that people like actually really like me and actually like watching me, whether they're lurking or not. But
I've certainly enjoyed my share of lurking in your streams and being like, Frisky, hello.
Honestly. Yep.
yeah, I'd be like, wait, you're here?
I'm here. I am Mouse. How do you do?
I'm Mouse. Hi.
But yeah, it's such a nice place in my heart that that I have like support like that. So.
Yeah. It does always bring a smile whenever someone's just being like, hey, I can't focus that much. I'm just here to lurk and enjoy everything because you're amazing. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right, yeah.
And we got, David Rainbow in chat being, lurking's chill, it's what I do. So.
Oh yeah, David's a regular. He's a regular.
They get, all the lurk time in, huh?
Oh yeah, they do. I always wondered, because I don't have that many redeems on my streams, so like, I always wonder how many like points people have, because I don't have like many redeems that, they can use for my stream, so they're probably piling up so much.
That's probably a good question, and well, if David winds up wandering over to check how many points they have, or if they remember, we might get some insight on that. But I know, like, on my end, I stream way too often, some might say, and for decent lengths of time, so I'm pretty sure, even with heavy spending, there's people sitting on, like, 50k easily, and if I bust out a big redeem, they'll be like, ha, got it. It's like, wait, what?
Oh
right?
my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well, because someone has expressed like, hey, I have almost 1 million.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting on like at least 430k points in your channel, Cloudy.
Yeah, I stream too much.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So I would not doubt people with 6-digit channel points in your stream just chilling there waiting.
Just chilling, waiting for the right moment.
Oh god, that sounds about right. Holy crap.
Yeah. And well, as far as weird chat experiences go, you're certainly not alone in just the, oddball popping in with a weird request, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I have one story I always pull out for this because it is hilarious to me. I'm pretty sure Cloudy has their own share of
oh my god,
chat shenanigans, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys hiding from me?
Oh, Cloudy
sorry,
first?
you first.
Oh, me first? Okay.
First. Yeah, you first.
All right. So, the one weird chat experience I had, and if you're looking at chat, you may see some spoilers there, basically, is there was somebody who randomly showed up one day with the name Big Guy 2x4. This is back when I was using the other model and, androgynous enough they probably thought I was a waifu, right? So, the only thing that happens in chat with them before they just completely leave, they pop in and go, hey, what if I shrank on the couch and you sat on me? And that's it. Like, I'm Giant Mouse, I understand that humor, but they didn't even, commit to the bit when I started, laughing at it and being like, oh my god, that's an introduction. They were like, oh no, you have a dude voice, I'm leaving. It's like, come on.
God dang it. Oh my god.
Right. So that's my one story, because that is the one that stands out to me.
Oh.
Yeah, Cloudy, your turn.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to talk about the counter I had to make?
The counter.
Counter.
Yeah, I had to make a counter for this happening because
Oh.
yeah. So
Yep.
I did have some few oddballs pop in sometimes because I have another model besides the one I'm in right now. It does, I guess it does kind of look, female looking, sure, but that's because hair, whatever. They immediately do something like before turning on the audio, like, oh, you're like the waifu of my dreams, yada yada yada. And then they turn on the audio. Wait, you're a guy?
Oh no.
I
And
hate to-
the worst
hate-
part about it, right?
Oh, man. Yeah.
You have a bio
Yeah.
that
yeah,
just
it's
says
like,
you're, a dude,
yeah,
right?
it's like I'm a dude.
So if they
it's
took a
like,
second to read or listen
Uh,
before typing.
and it's just like, I get it, people don't read, but I think the one thing that stands out is this one guy popping and saying, "Yo, why aren't you a girl?
Well,
Why you
aren't
no
you-
girl?
Why you no girl? Why you like why
There's
why
plenty
you
of-
guy?"
girl somewhere else. Why are you here?
It's like
Right?
also coming to a specific channel for what game I was playing, like coming there specifically to hit on the streamer. Kind of weird.
Doesn't read the bio.
Doesn't
The first
read
thing
any-
they want
yeah.
to, they think
Yeah.
about what's in their pants before they say hi to their
Exactly. Exactly. And then as soon
They're
as you hear
just
my
there
voice,
to
they're
shoot
like,
their shot and then realize their mistakes after.
yeah. And then as soon as they hear the voice, they're like, oh, why?
You should be proud of
Ay, ay,
it.
Yeah, and it's
You
hilarious.
should be.
It's honestly
It is.
funny every time. It's funny every time because I'm just like, so you're only here to suck me. Okay, I get you. I get you.
Good.
Yeah.
Ay,
and,
ay,
and
ay.
I love calling them out. That's why.
Now,
Someone.
I know nobody on my end has ever doubled down on the bit because it hasn't, happened much, but I can only think of like one person that I actively know doubles down on it and is just like that in general, and that'd be what, Jesus on your end? But is anybody who showed up just doubled down and been like, you know what, this is fine too?
Yeah, actually, there's been a couple who've stuck around even after the fact. They're like, "Wait, you're a dude? Oh hell yeah, Pog!"
Oh.
Yeah, like I have the good ones who pop by, which is nice. I'm just like, oh, thank God they're here because they generally like me, not the whole, oh, you're a female mouse, oh boy, no, dude.
All right, ay.
Gosh. It's so funny though every time I've heard it. So
They're two different people.
the two types, yep.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of interesting chat stories that everybody gets. So, is certainly glad that the negative side of things has just been, the occasional oddity and the wiggle.
Yep.
The person asking for, oh, I want free ASMR sounds. Let's go. Free ASMR, go. Like, no.
That's not how that works.
Ay.
I want to remember what I was doing that day. I know, like, I've had time. I had that honey stream where I would just like get a bottle of honey and like eat it, and like drown in honey.
That is
And
a
then-
curious idea, but honey stream.
Yeah, I had a honey. Oh, man, I don't have the clip for that one, unfortunately. But the one stream that I'm most known for is my flip.
Your flip?
My flip.
Like, you did a somersault flip, or
I did a backflip.
you did a backflip?
Oh, damn.
Legitimately,
I did
just that's pretty impressive.
I'm not athletic or anything like that. I did it on my bed too. You can really see my bed in the clip, and like, this was when Joel Porcelain Maid rated me back then, and I was like, "Yo, look at all these people! Oh, this is for you! I'm gonna risk breaking my legs."
And then you did a flip.
And you did a flip.
Yeah, I did the flip.
I'm sure everybody from the raid must have been just absolutely hyped out, at least, huh?
Dude, it was. And then I got rated again, and I was like, "Alright, I'll do another one."
Hey, did you go 2 for 2 on the flips?
No.
No. Aw.
Unfortunately not.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah.
I mean, I was planning to like actually find a way to backflip without using the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, I think I might be too old for that.
Oh no.
I'm not very athletic, so I would technically, I would break my back, literally.
I understand. That ouch.
Ow.
Just pain.
Pain squeak, you know?
Ay.
It would be so cool if I could backflip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's also something like you don't want to fall out of practice of, because if you do and you mess it up just that random, it's like,
Ow.
oh, that's pain. That's pain
Ow.
and medicine, probably going to be trying to fix you back up.
Worth
That's
it.
why. That's what the raid for.
Oh, that's what
They're
the
going
rate's
to
for,
pay my
medicine.
medical bill.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Ay. All right. Well,
Oh, I see.
moving
that
along
question.
for a moment. Yeah, there is a AMA
Uh-huh.
redeem that I leave in to incentivize people asking questions in chat. But as well, if anybody in chat has a question at any point, feel free to ask it, and we will try to relay it to Frisky when we have the time. Unfortunately, this is a question we are all too familiar with in pretty much every interview. Thank you, Otaku.
It makes me laugh every time too.
Wait, what's going on?
Does Frisky know what Garfield card is?
I remember this one. I remember when what was her name? Leah? Right?
Mhm.
It was Leah? She was
Yeah.
saying something about Garfield card a few months back. No,
Yeah.
and I only saw like a little snippet of it, but it's just
Yeah.
Mario Kart. It's
It
Garfield,
is
right?
Mario Kart Garfield, exactly.
Oh my god.
it's a good game. Question marks.
It is certainly good. It's also like, why are we playing Garfield Kart?
Right, wait, was it free?
No, it was
I have
It-
to pay to play Garfield?
I think it's
Kart?
like on
It's-
sale for $1.50 most of the time.
Yeah, sometimes, but as of right now, it is $15.
Hey,
Oh my god.
you know, that be how it be sometimes. You just gotta pay $15 to the lasagna gods.
to
And it looks like we have a couple more questions in chat, as well as a comment that leads into a point from earlier. So, going back to the earlier comment, and we're going to be trying to get confirmation on this theory from chat, which may or may not just be, in fact, the deep lore. You mentioned that you died and then became the Cupid mouse that you are now, yes?
Yes?
Did you, in fact, drown in honey?
No.
No?
I actually tripped and fell.
Oh.
oh,
Did you fall on honey, or just trip and fell?
I tripped and fell.
Just tripped and fell. Well, it seems that deep lore is debunked. And Tomi, we are mice! Mice! Well, I guess no honey drowning for this lore. Let's see. We got a few more questions running through chat. From Cutsy Cat. Is Frisky really an angel?
I guess you could say I'm a type of angel? I mean, I've heard people call me, or call cupids, a monster girl. So I don't know which one is which.
As far as that, I think, like, Cupid are what, like cherubim or something? The low tier angel, low grade angel? Something like that? At least in what I've heard. I might be
Oh my
completely
God.
wrong.
I'm a slave?
Oh no.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What?
Are-
Well,
what?
actually, we already went through that phase. I'm actually a very lazy cupid, so
Jeez.
yeah.
You know? Minions to divine power and all that, huh?
I mean, there's like other cupids out there, and they can do my job for me, so I can just sit in the corner
Yeah,
and
you're
stream.
one of the, what, millionth Cupids?
Yeah. Mhm.
That's still not much compared to how many people seem to be out there, but yeah, there's a lot of them to do the work for you, right?
Yeah.
All right, and let's see. Another question. Another 2 questions that are both related to food, so I'll lump them together. What are your thoughts on 1, blue cheese, 2, pears, and 3, potato?
Well, I really like blue cheese. The only time I have blue cheese is when I eat chicken. I love chicken. I love meat. I love all kinds of meat with blue
Good,
cheese.
good.
It's delicious.
I certainly like blue cheeseburgers myself.
Oh, blue
Those are
cheeseburgers. Best.
Especially, some sriracha avocado as well. That's like a weird trinity of flavors that just goes.
Man, now I'm hungry.
I've never heard of that. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I just got back from work.
Oh no, maybe not the best time for the food questions then, huh?
Food.
No,
What's
it's
on the
okay.
brain?
I got it. So, what do you got? Pears and potatoes?
Pears and potatoes.
Okay, I know who's asking this question because there's one person that nags me about it all the time.
Yeah.
Pears and potatoes are the same to me.
Huh.
They're both shaped irregularly. They both have the same texture when you chew into them. They're both, white inside. They're both the same. They have the same texture, the same look. I mean, besides the color. And they don't taste the same, but they could be the same if you found a pear that didn't taste as sweet. So pears and potatoes are the same.
My brain just feels like the texture should be a bit different. I'm either questioning how you cook the potatoes, or if I've just not eaten any pears recently.
No, just eat them raw.
There's a few problems with that usually, aren't there? Like, aren't potatoes poisonous raw at times, or like if they have the roots growing out much more?
I thought that's when they're only green and they have the roots out.
Yeah, it's only when they're green.
Only when they're
confirm
green.
As somebody who eats potatoes.
Do you also just eat raw potatoes?
Yeah, I do.
What?
What?
Huh?
Is it a bad thing? I'm actually concerned a little bit. I'm just like, wait.
I
mean, I
have
don't eat
not
them fully
eaten
raw,
a single
but,
potato raw, and I feel like they're usually, not very enjoyable compared to, baked potatoes or French fries or any of the other things you could do with potatoes.
Speaking of French fry,
like, am I just missing out on potatoes by not doing this?
Maybe. I'm sorry.
I am legitimately concerned.
Listen, I just munched on a fry real quick. I'm just like,
Oh, jeez. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that covers some of the questions. We got another one in chat that we'll come back to after the next proper interview question. So, back to just generally your experiences with streaming and outside of streaming. Are there any communities that you'd say have been a big influence on you, or that you've been part of in your time streaming?
Let's see. I'm thinking here because I used to be in like so many communities before, but mostly like around like the art community.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly just been the art community. I haven't been in any other community until, now where I'm like, seeping through the VTuber community, but all I ever mostly done was just draw art and did animations and just like just snoop around in art discords and just hang out with people. I just had a regular little happy life.
Alright, so mostly, on the art side then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now that I think about it, I know that like the very popular artists started to become VTubers, and I was like looking at them like, wow, maybe I should do that too.
You know, now that you mention it, there's a lot of people that I think of as like, you just recognize the name, and now it's like, oh, they're a VTuber now.
Yeah,
Or-
and I didn't use Twitter before. I mostly did Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that, and that's where I found those artists.
Uh-huh.
But it's so crazy that they switch over to Twitter and then become a VTuber.
Fair. I know I've had my phone background as a mouse gal for a while that was just a random piece of art that was shared with me way before I was, properly streaming and understood VTuber. And just like a couple months ago, I finally got pointed to who did the art, and it's like, wait a second, they're a VTuber. Hello. So I was like, oh, mysterious artist does good art. Who are they? VTuber. It's like, oh. Yep. That's definitely how it seems to be going nowadays, huh?
Yeah, I feel like most of the artists that I really like have become VTubers. But I mean, I don't say anything bad with that. They're super cute. They made like really cute models and stuff like that. So, but here I am.
Here you are, and here we are, and is like, what is this collection of VTubers? What are we? Oh yeah. Something that I didn't have the brain power to say prior to setup, and is something that you have the option of doing for the entirety of the interview, starting now, basically, now that you know it. If you so decide you want to rampage throughout the city, just type the word smash, all lowercase, in my chat, and you will smash one of the buildings. So you do have the option to rampage around. Yes.
Violence?
Yes.
Violence.
Lots
of violence.
Oh, I got it. Sweet.
No exclamation, just the word.
Oh wait, just smash?
Just smash. Smash. And there goes that building.
Oh, that poor building.
That poor building. It has been squished by Frisky. Alright. Let's see. We got a couple of things as well. The question that I missed in earlier is if you had to nom on something on the interview set right here that you see, this entire, little city for you, what would you snack on? What would you nom?
Whatever he pulled out, because he pulled out some. Why would you pull that out?
That the weapon or the food he was eating earlier?
The weapon.
The weapon.
What? It's just a cheese launcher. A cheese launcher.
It's a cheese launcher.
Oh yeah, then I'll eat some of that. I'll eat whatever that's coming out of there.
Cheese launching then, huh?
I'm not.
Fair
What are you waiting for?
Fair enough. Cheese. You know, that sounds like it'd be a pretty,
I just thought about the thunk sound effect again. Oh my god.
That'd be, a great thing to just get in art after the fact. Just like tactical cheese launcher to Big Frisky, right?
Yeah.
Aye. And let's see.
Oh, I was gonna say something lewd.
Oh no, this is marked for mature. You can say it if you want, so long as it's not like full on TOS.
No, it's not gonna be like ERP or anything like that. I was just gonna say, quote, just launch anything in my mouth. Okay, we're done with that. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there.
We'll not acknowledge that, whatever cloud is taken from under the table needs to be launched. All right. So, Food Pencil is having a realization as well. It hit them. VTuber. Tubers are potatoes. We are V-potatoes. Does that make sense? Does this follow? Are we potato?
I mean, we were literally talking about potatoes, but I mean, when we get hot and steamy, we get mushy inside. Like a potato.
I guess that's,
Right?
we have potato qualities. You can, find most VTuber and be like, you're a potato, and they'll agree, right? Most of them. Just
Well, I
potato.
gotta ask them how would they describe themselves compared to a potato?
And they, say there is no difference. These are the same pictures. Ay, let's see. One more question from chat. Evidently, they're really curious about your diet and food. Do you like carbonated water or normal?
I like carbonated water.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I feel like I've heard something about water, just plain water with you. Is there a tangent to go on there?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Is it another person that I'm thinking of that is like, oh no, regular water, no thank you, be gone. Horrible.
Yeah, I think that's somebody else.
You think that's somebody else?
That's totally not me.
Totally not? Okay. Because my brain is like all over the place recently, and I know there's somebody who's like, no, not regular water. Be gone,
Okay,
regular water.
Who's out here exposing me? Because they're really targeting the points that I've been talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, the two questions that you called out as targeted are both from, let's see, who in chat? Moroder?
Moro.
Moroder? Okay.
Moro.
Moro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be them. So, yeah, they are the one that is asking the very targeted questions, as it were.
Trying to expose me.
Yeah, fair enough. Just the dangers of people having open questions, huh?
Listen, water don't make the brain work.
Water don't
For
make
me.
the brain work?
Water don't make the brain work.
No plain water.
No plain. Just make carbonated water makes you all fuzzy and fizzly inside and tastes good.
Carbonate
It has flavor.
Carbonate the everything. I see.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I know carbonated water is certainly good, although you gotta watch out with some of them. Like, some of them are really good, some of them are just, like, weird flavored, right?
I'm trying to see which ones are weird flavored.
Like, it depends on, like, the brand you wind up with, right?
Yeah. Like LaCroix.
There's some where it's like, oh, this is just, practically soda, and others where it's like, is this bitter? Is this fruit drink bitter? What's going on?
No, that's just water.
It's just water.
Spicy water.
Water, but spicy. Yay. Alright. Well, seems we've caught up with the chat questions, so let's move along. And next question on the regular list. Are there any major influences or inspirations that have impacted the way you stream or the way you just go about the internet in your daily life?
Oh man. What? I mean, it's only been recently since I started watching like a lot of VTubers, but the only person that I've really known that's done VTubing is Joel Porcelain Maid. And I didn't know they were a VTuber at first. I thought they just wanted to be a cute doll. But saw that and I was like, oh, that's super cute. And then like there was like Hololive and like Niji Sanji coming right into my face, and I'm like, wow, they're super cute. I want to be cute. But before that, starting out streaming, I like watched a lot of like pretty popular YouTubers. Well, mostly just let's see. I don't know if you've heard of like a Cow Chop.
My brain hits synapses, but I don't think I've watched any of their stuff.
Yo!
We got a reaction across the table, though, Cloudy.
Cloudy, me and you, we have a connection here. We like literally everything that's come out of my mouth. It literally is just vibing with you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just here to make sure the things flow and go. You two can, enjoy
As soon
your
as
mood.
I was like, whoa, wait, I heard the keyword.
Listen, I'm out of touch with everything. I just embrace that and be like, wow, I've never heard of 90% of what you said. And you're like, air. Do you breathe it? No. What's air?
Oh man, but yeah, if I could describe Couch Up, it was just like a group of men, just who are gamers and like to mess around a lot. And I just really like their humor and how they like messed around. So that's what I did in stream. I just messed around a lot and, you know, try to be as crazy as that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
My humor still stands with them. So hopefully, hopefully, whatever I'm doing in stream, whatever I think is funny to the people that watch me. So, but yeah, that's where most of my influences come.
Okay. Well, that makes a fair bit of sense, although I imagine it makes more sense to Cloudy over there who has the context.
Yeah, because I'm trying to do the same thing, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god. This is crazy. It's so rare to find people that like know that group. And like every time,
especially nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Since they're like disbanded now. I mean, some of them have like their own thing going on, but it's still so crazy to me that I find people that like know them, because it's like a hidden gem.
And I'm just sitting here missing out on everything. Oh no.
It's okay. Just go back into the videos. Like their videos are worth watching, even if they're not as active anymore.
So Saru, I should take you down memory lane.
Evidently, yeah. So if we hang out, after the interview, you're just gonna pull that up on a big screen and be like, "Let's go."
Yes, let me bring up the playlist. We'll start out with some of the ideas I was gonna run by you at one point. So
All right. Well, sounds like I have a lot of video catching up to do with that, huh? And it sounds like any other big inspirations or influences, or should I move on to the next question now?
Thinking here. Not that I know of. I'm just looking at other streamers and seeing what they do and seeing what I'm missing out on, because I'm just trying to understand like what's the one thing that everybody likes about the VTuber streamers,
Yeah.
But
gotta figure out what the holy grail of VTubing or something, right?
Yeah. But I'm still gonna be myself. I'm still gonna do me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. In that case, before I move on to the free space, one last question from me. Is there anything you'd change over your time streaming, looking back on it now? Be it something that you had control over or something that was completely outside your control?
Let's see. Something that changed, huh? I mean, anything other than my schedule. That would be, great. Oh gosh. No, I wouldn't change anything.
Not a thing?
No.
Not even just like miraculously finding $1 million in a briefcase on the side of the road after stream?
Nope.
All right, fair enough then.
I'm just chilling. I don't have
having a good time streaming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a good time. That's all I really want.
All right, well, that's good then. In that case, I'm gonna move over to the free space. So, if Cloudy or Frisky, if either of you have questions, feel free to take a minute and ask them or bring up any topic you please.
I think this is a perfect segue for that one thing I was gonna ask. Because I know you do a lot of art related things too. What got you into art? Like, what first start? Like, the big huge thing that got you started on it.
Oh my god, the question I've been waiting for. I've drawn since I was a little wee baby. Okay, my aunts, they really loved anime, and I would just watch anime with them. It was mostly like the old timey gore animes, like Elfen Lied and like Dead Man Wonderland, and I was like, you know, violence already at the age of 5.
I was gonna be like the same anime got to see when I was really young and didn't understand anime, like Cardcaptor Sakura or
Hey, you too.
Tokyo Mew Mew. I was like, no, we're straight into Dead Man Wonderland and Elfenlied.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
Heck yeah, dude. But yeah, the more I was like into it, I started to draw a lot more, especially when I like went to school because all the kids would be like, "Oh my god, that's so cool." But then
Yeah.
like I had some like kids be like, "You're Asian, right? So you could definitely draw anime characters." And I'm like,
Ooh.
"Excuse me?"
God. Oh.
Ooh. Those
Like,
kids are
what?
little.
Yeah. Oh, we were just kids. Like,
No,
it's
trust
a
me,
past.
I'm a teacher. Kids have not gotten better.
No.
Really?
Kids have not gotten better. That
Oh, you know what? I can see that
Yeah.
being a thing because
Like-
of Gen Z.
Listen, the only place I ever have to bring up the topic of racism nowadays is in the classroom when someone's like, "Wow, that's racist." That's something totally benign, and it's like, "What? Why?
Oh my god.
Kids, stop it."
Oh.
Ugh. So, I understand kids being kids. So no.
But I still like that exposure where it's just like, yeah, I am pretty good at drawing, so I drew a lot. I
We'll
mostly
take
did
the
like
free
chibi
advertisement.
drawing, so- Yeah, I'll take whatever, you know. But yeah, I drew a lot of like chibi, cute little anime characters, and I kept doing that up until high school-ish, where
Mhm.
I was just like, okay, well, I'm at this age where, where I'm maturing a little bit. So, I kind of opened up a little bit to like, the adult, big girl stuff.
Yeah.
Not using the hand gesture.
Just kind of the
Hands.
certain this area,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's what you're saying. Is that yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've let's see, how long have I been drawing for? I would say I've been drawing since I was 10, so 10 years?
Oh, that's a heck of a lot of experience then going under that.
I still struggle with a lot of things still, but I'm slowly
Mhm.
getting better at it.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's a origin story.
Fair enough. And
That
Well,
actually answered the
Oh.
huge.
the origin story rainbowed you for just a second.
Yeah. But,
So
no,
that answers your question, Cloudy?
That was the one like bold red on the sticky note. You know?
Oh.
The big important question, huh?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, like it's crazy because I've seen people get art done in 2 years, and I'm like, I spent 10 years for what?
Yeah, I've just started learning art, so I'm being like, okay, I think this is day 3 of doing like actual attempts at art, and I'm like, oh, everything is like awful compared to the people who actually do this stuff. Let's go.
Meanwhile, I just got that inspiration.
I'll
from
be
that.
real with you, dude. I've seen your Twitter, and I was like, oh, you're starting to draw. That's pretty cool. And like, literally, you're starting out pretty good.
Yeah.
Compared to like my 10-year-old drawings, you're starting out pretty good.
Oh, thank you. That's yeah.
Sorry, it's only a matter of time. Don't worry.
Listen, I can't even figure out how to respond. It's kind of like, oh no, my cheeks feel warm
Listen,
after
listen.
being told that.
Realize,
Just give
like,
it 2
you
years.
Yeah,
Just give it 2 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, you realize you doing art is making me want to do art again, so.
It seems kind of like that with a few people, because a few of my friends and people I know popped in and is like,
Yeah.
wow, I really need to get back into practice. And it's like, oh,
Sorry, do
lots
we
of
really
people
want
do
to
art.
Do we want to talk about this gremlin drawing? Do we want
The
to talk about
the gremlin,
Oh.
Frisky smash.
gremlin.
So-
my
I did draw Shu in chat a gremlin. So Frisky, if you want, a free gremlin after stream, I will take some time and draw you a gremlin as well if you want to
Oh, word! That would be so cute.
Yeah, all right. I will do my best. I am not very good at drawing particular assets yet, as the assets that were previously mentioned. So I may have to attempt to learn that on the fly, given your design, right?
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit. There's a bit of booba there. There's a bit of booba.
I'm still waiting to see like art of me with being flat chested. That's gonna be really interesting.
Listen, if I just refuse to learn, I could be like, okay, gremlin, we don't add any, depth or detail, and it's like, oh no. Ay. Yeah, art is a heck of a journey, ain't it?
And it depends on like how much you're working on it too. So.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys want any advice or anything like that, I'll do my best to explain. I don't really have good tips. Because literally everything just goes out of my mind. Like I'm literally in a different world when I start drawing.
You get in the zone.
I get in the zone. I'm in a different timeline.
Yeah.
Well, Claudia, want to hop some timelines until you find the Frisky with advice?
Listen, hey man, multi-dimensional mouse here. Hopping through timelines is lazy at the moment.
Ah, I see.
Listen, I'm thinking about nano machines in my head, so
Well, fair enough. Let's see. Floor is still open for both of you and for chat. So, Frisky, if there's anything you'd like to bring up and talk about, or just interrogate us with, feel free.
Let's see.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
don't look at what's back there. So you mentioned that you were a teacher, right? Like that's kind of crazy.
I am a teacher indeed. I'm a substitute teacher and I do a lot of general education stuff.
General education.
Yeah, so kindergarten to junior high. So the oldest people I work with is 15-year-olds, and the youngest are what would they be? 7 or 8? I'm not sure.
Okay, that's cool. Oh,
and also,
are you?
hello Raiders, welcome. We're in an interview, so there's no alert and no sing-song, but hello everybody, welcome to Frisky's interview.
Look, it's honey. I know that.
I see. So if you have any questions, Raiders, feel free to ask them, and we will relay them to Frisky when we can. Right now, we're in a free space where Frisky is able to ask any question they want of us, and all right, that cut off aside, you were asking?
I don't remember.
About teacher. I mentioned I teach 7 to 15-year-olds, give or take.
Okay.
Or probably
Cool.
more 13 to 5. 13 to 5-year-olds.
Okay. Well, you're pretty old then, right?
Well, I'm probably older than a lot of people in the VTubing cycle, but I'm not the oldest in the VTubing group. So, what do you mean by pretty old? I'm curious now.
Well, every time someone says teacher, I'm like, oh, they're probably 30.
They're probably what?
They're probably 30 years old.
So, I'm gonna respond in 2 parts to this. 1, I'm 28, so I'm near 30.
I was right. Yeah.
2, the people who are teaching were 30 when I was 8. So, the people who are still teaching are literally the mom of my friend.
Oh my.
And the people who taught me when I was in school there. So, I am definitely not in my age group being a teacher. I'm sitting there being I'm the young blood here, and I'm almost 30.
Oh wow. But I feel like we need more younger teachers, to be honest.
Yeah. We need more teachers in general, to be honest.
Oh gosh.
Like, I think literally the schools that I went to have had the same staff handling pretty much all the teaching, with the class size only like doubling over the time without the staff size doubling to match it. So we are way understaffed on the teaching department.
I wonder why is that's the case, because throughout school I'm a bit of an observer. And like there was only ever like one or two people that I come across that actually wanted to be teachers, but then everybody else does not have that motive. So I wonder why it's the case.
So there's a couple of factors that play in here. Factor one is I'm gonna lean in on that comment a little as well. I don't exactly want to be a teacher. It's just what's hired me.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
I'm a substitute teacher because it's literally the only way I'm making money.
Oh god, I can feel that. I feel that. I'm a florist, so there's times where I don't want to be one.
Yeah. And factor two, honestly, just don't really for the amount of work it is and the amount of extra work it is outside of the classroom too, the pay may, not be great. It may get up to decent, but it's definitely not good.
It's not good.
So, especially when a lot of teachers are just doubling their own income back into classroom supplies and, being a good teacher is like, wow, the money in this sucks.
Oh,
It's hard to
no.
be passionate when I'm also broke. Like, right?
Right.
So, those are a couple of big factors as to why we don't have enough teachers and why schools are going to collapse imminently as, like, class sizes reach 40 and then everybody's just going to be, dumb in the future, right? Is that where we're going?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, it already started with my generation, so here we go. I'm
Oh,
reading this.
no.
I have like 5 other siblings, and I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be okay.
So, another person with a big family then, huh? Because I also have 5 siblings. All younger
Oh my-
siblings.
Yeah, I'm the oldest as well.
Oh. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We got the connection now.
Hey. Older sibling power, huh?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but busy families like that are certainly something, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Just a bit. Just a bit.
So, here's something that's specifically older sibling related that I gotta ask, because it happened to me like crazy. Did your younger siblings just absolutely steal all your snacks?
In this house, there's no name on anything. Whatever's out is up for grabs. It's finders keepers in this house.
Yeah. Like, I will sometimes hide it in my room and they still manage to make it vanish.
Yep.
Ay.
No matter what.
And you want to know the worst part of this situation on my end? I went out of my way to start eating spicy and sour foods, right? Sour candy, spicy stuff.
Okay.
And you know what happens? Fast forward to today, where literally every single one of my siblings will go crazy over a bag of Takis and be like, spicy. Or whatnot. It's like, wow. I literally did this because you did not like spicy at the start. Why? You have taken my spicy stuff now, too.
You just gave a new category of flavors for them to steal.
Right? Like, I thought I had an escape. I thought I had an out. No.
No.
Ay.
Yeah, there's no way around it. The only thing that would probably help is that I typically grab a bunch of the same snacks, keep some out on the table, and keep some for myself. So
yeah, distraction snack techniques.
So I would have my favorite snacks, and then I'll have like mediocre, in between snacks that they'll like to eat.
I have heard of this legendary technique. I have yet to, execute it because I've just reached the point where it's like, okay, well, I actually have money now, so I'll just buy everybody the snacks they want, as opposed to being like, here, have a distraction chocolate, and then run off with my, prize of candy. But the legendary distraction chocolate idea and legendary distraction snacks, it sounds like it would have been really helpful to me.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, I've had some people tell me, "Oh, just get a lock, a little safe
Oh.
for your snacks."
Just get
I
a
don't
lock.
have one for that. Yeah, just get a little lock. That's not gonna.
Aye.
They will find the key some way somehow.
There's
don't-
one thing I've learned. It's that if you keep people out of something, they will find all the ways to break through it. All the ways.
that determination that they have.
Like, not my example, but there is a case where somebody on YouTube decided, you know what? We're gonna put on a custom ice cream lock onto a bucket of Ben & Jerry's that his wife liked. And then the intent was to get the wife into lockpicking and be like, okay, I'll break into this.
I think I've heard of this story.
Yeah. You know what the wife did then? The wife
What did she
flipped it over, cut off the bottom, and just got the ice cream that way. And yeah, the lock-picking lawyer indeed, from the people in chat who recognize the source of the story.
Oh my god, I forgot that happened. Holy
People will
crap.
find a way into their snacks if you lock them out of it. Like, do not underestimate the snack craving. Alright?
I mean, there's probably one place I would keep my snack, and that would probably be my car. They're not gonna go out of their way to. They're not gonna go out of their way to go into my car and grab snacks.
Yeah, it might become a casualty if you wind up having to drive them anywhere.
Oh yeah.
But most of the time, it sounds a lot safer, huh?
If you're that determined, yeah.
I mean, I can just imagine them being like, ooh, road trip, snacks, and when they accidentally find it under a seat or something, when they wind up in a car with you somehow.
I would just tell them, I think it might be stale, don't eat it.
It might be I can't think of a single one of my siblings that would stop.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. Ay.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Lord. Let's see. Did I miss any questions in chat? Doo-doo-doo. Well, this is a story from Chewed Pencil. Evidently, their big brother had a master lock on the doorknob, and they thought the door was locked and they couldn't get into the room. Because they put a lock physically on the doorknob as opposed to, like, locking the door.
Wait. What?
You know, like a padlock?
A padlock.
You just put it around the doorknob, so it's hanging off the doorknob, and then you can still twist the doorknob, right?
Oh yeah. Oh.
So that's what I'm getting out of that story. Where it's like, oh,
wait, how's this looking like? Like, did they put like a coated lock on there? No, they put.
no, they just have the padlock hanging off, the little narrow bit of the doorknob there, and it's like,
my
oh.
god! Imagine if they couldn't open the door, but this whole time they were able to. No, that's a whole different dumb.
So that was a Chewed Pencil story. Thank you for sharing that, huh? And let's see. Oh, it looks like we do have a few more chat questions. So, Frisky, unless you have more questions off the top of your head.
Let's see.
Oh.
Well, for Cloudy.
Cloudy.
Right? Is Cloudy? Right?
Yeah.
You want me to call you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope you're ready for this question.
Yeah.
So, do you still watch the members of the Cow Chop after they disbanded?
Yes.
Oh, okay, who do you watch?
I still watch James. I still watch Alex.
Yes.
I still watch Trevor and a bunch of the others from way back then. Still from time to time.
Have you watched Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're still
Yeah, I'm
with them.
still. Yep. Even after this long. Yep.
That's amazing, dude. I'm actually pretty stoked about
Like,
that because I still watch them too, and it's like they'll the things that they did in their group, it'll still be the
it's
same wherever they go.
yeah, and it's like some of the stuff I wanted to do myself because it gave me ideas. I was like, I want to do something like a prime time for just a meme or whatever. You
Yeah.
know, I was gonna tag along Mr. Wiggle over there.
Oh, hi.
For that at one point because that was the idea. But yeah, I was gonna do some crazy stuff they did myself, like they did. Honestly, like I was like, spice challenge. Sounds like a good idea.
Or like 10,000 gallons of lube.
You know that oh god. Thanks, Throne. Thanks for letting people suggest stuff. I appreciate it. Oh my god.
Ay.
The fact that somebody wanted me to do that, they're like recreate this from Cow Chop. I'm like, oh no, that's gonna go horribly wrong for some reason. Funny idea. Doubt it would go anywhere. Plus, it's like, how do you explain to your family, like, hey, why is there just like a giant like big gallon of just like how do you explain that to some people? Like, it's like,
Well, first of all, why do you have that like out in the world where your family can come in?
oh god, don't yeah, that's another thing. It's just like, it's like family comes to visit.
You have the concept of privacy?
No. No.
Me neither.
Yeah, no, not really. I wish, but it's like, no, not really.
God.
And
yeah. Especially when they ask, like, what do you do for, like, the one dreaded question, what do you do for a living? Uh-oh.
God.
Yeah.
Hard to explain that when you're, like, doing a job and,
Yeah. I just
Especially.
be like,
try to,
I'm a teacher, and also a mouse on the internet that meets plants. It's like,
Speaking of privacy, I mean, like, you know, when I started to draw more adult stuff,
yeah.
I share a room, so it's like, okay, I gotta do this like when they go to sleep.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
But my mom knows. Mama Frisky knows what I do. But other than that, I try not to, like, with all these kids around, dude, I'm trying my best not to expose them to this kind of thing.
Yeah, fortunately for me, I'm at the point where, like, my youngest sister, the baby of the family, is just being accepted into college now. So I'm gonna be like, freedom from, having to protect my siblings from seeing, like, oh no, that's a boob.
Hey, your youngest sibling is like almost, what, 20?
No, they would be, I forget the exact number because I am a bad big brother. Trying to keep track of like 5 people's birthdays is always just crashed my brain, and I'm like, introvert, please let me hide.
No.
But they should be around 18, I think, at this point.
Okay.
Around 17, 18, I think, because they are like senior year of high school. So they're at the point where it's like, they gonna go off to like some prestigious art college and be like, look at me, or something. Because that sibling in particular, they are a bit of an actor, or something to that effect. They're very into, cosplay, acting, drama, that type of stuff.
Oh, I love
So
acting.
that's the type of, college that they've been accepted to, and it's like, oh, that's a pretty prestigious college. Oh no. You gotta get a lot of scholarships there, little sis. Ay.
Cool. That's so funny. I, like, the rest of my siblings are, like, under 17, so...
Mm-hmm.
But,
so, you've certainly got some time to go before they're all just scattering off to their life and being like, we're responsible adults now. You have nephews and nieces. What?
Yes.
My youngest sister's 8, and I'm just like, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, she already knows what VTubers are, and I'm just like, oh no, please no. Please no. Please, for the love of God, no.
Yeah, I think my youngest sister knows about it too. She tries to like come into my stream at some point, but I'm like, no, you can't do that. I'm literally like a mature stream. You can't be doing that.
This is not allowed. I think one of my brothers winds up popping into stream, and you probably recognize their type of chatter. They are the one that goes, "It is time to hydrate. Drink water." And that's what they do. They hydrate. It's like, okay, thank you.
Well, that's good. At least they want you to drink some.
Yeah, they're trying to keep me alive in whatever way they can or something, right?
Oh, man. But, yeah, straying away from cow chat.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Let's see. I don't think I have any other questions.
None other off the top of your head? Alright. In that case, I'll take a gander at chat, and it seems we have a few questions, and also another volunteer to get nommed by you. Forgotten Sword for chat usual. They have offered themselves up to the Frisky for the nom nom.
Salty. Salty.
Alright, let's see. Chat questions as we're going about. Question 1. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yep, favorite movie.
Oh, man. I had a favorite movie, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, no.
Imagine forgetting your favorite movie. I mean... Let's see... I'd say a recent movie that I liked is Encanto, but that's it.
Alright, fair enough.
I really like Disney movies, so just, whatever Disney movie comes out, that's my favorite.
Makes sense.
But, you know what? But like, the Spider-Man movie, which one was it? Spider-Verse movie would be my favorite.
Oh, the animated Spider-Verse movie?
Yeah, when I went to the theaters to watch that one, and when I did, I've never felt so much motivation in my life ever as an artist because of how good like the effects were and how well it was animated and how creative it was. And like I had this dream where I wanted, to be a part of something like that. Just like doing whatever. Like I just want like one small part in an animated movie like that. But I'm not doing anything right now going towards that kind of goal, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does make sense that'd be, a huge moment to aspire to and just being inspiration, because I've not had the chance to sit down and watch like many movies recently, but the animation and the individual frames I've gotten to see are just amazing, right?
Oh yeah.
They are so, stylized and just working perfectly in motion and all that. Is like, oh, how do you do this?
Yeah. Or like Arcane as well, like it's so cinematic. It's just like really beautiful. I cannot. I'm just like how do people do this stuff? I just want to go up to somebody and be like, yeah, I was a part of that. I made that tidbit of that movie. Oh yeah, I did the storyboard for that, or I like did like effects for it as well, or something like that. I just want one part. What
That's
part?
something that my brain picks up on a couple of details. I know that Riot Games and whoever they get on their animation work seems to be really good at blending their 3D bases with 2D effects on top of it. It's like,
yeah.
did that definitely keep up through Arcane and everything looked amazing?
Yeah, most definitely. I was just like, dude, how did they do it like that? That got to be too much work.
Yeah.
And then I just realized how late it was.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, I hope I don't fall into, lazy habits as well, as I'm just starting to pick up art. I've been told by some artists that I commission quite frequently that, oh, you're getting into art. Okay, here's my advice. Practice every day until your hands numb. It's like, what?
Oh god. Oh god. I would probably say, yeah, I mean, they're not wrong. It's mostly because of muscle memory.
Mhm.
Your hands gotta get used to it if you wanna get better.
Yeah,
So.
and that makes sense, but also like, oh no, I have to commit time and effort to getting good at something? What is this, right?
Oh goodness.
Yeah. What do you mean I don't get instant gratification?
How come I don't have the power already to just,
To just
I lifted the pen. Why don't I have $3 million in commissions? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh lordy. Yeah, it is a long process, and hearing that you've been at art for 10 years is like, oh yeah, I can only imagine if I, stick with this for 10 years.
Oh man. Oh, I forgot like one thing though.
Oh.
So after the chibi art,
Uh-huh.
that chibi phase, a little cute little anime phase, I had a furry face.
Ah.
I drew a lot of furries back then. That's the one thing that I like left out because I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting I was in that realm.
I know some people never leave that realm, and some people are like, they look at it cautiously and go, do I really want to touch that? Oh, but they commission really high prices, but do I really want to touch that? Like, it's all over the place with, if people have dabbled in it or not.
Right. Guys, those were okay times. I drew like a lot of ponies and stuff, so I had like a Tumblr. I was mostly on Tumblr before too, doing that. But I'm glad I'm over it. To be honest, I'm glad. I can still draw them though.
Question just enters my mind because of that, and I vaguely recall some of your earlier bringing up of the mature drawings. So did Tumblr and the porn ban wind up being something that you were caught up and be like, well, damn, gotta leave Tumblr now, or did you wind up finding other platforms before that?
I wound up finding another platform before that. I was already slowly fading away from like the furry art during that time. So when they did that, I was like, okay, maybe it's time to actually finally like graduate from that place. So then I went to Instagram after, and like did stuff there, and then like I went to like YouTube. I think it was called Amino Apps. And then there's like another site called Pagey World. I think that site down. I'm pretty sad about that because I had so much old art on there that like I would love to see. But yeah, and then all of that up until now, just using Twitter, and I haven't used Twitter at all since like a year ago. So.
Okay. So definitely moving a lot of websites, but not caught up in any of the big adpocalypses and be like ban.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ignore all that stuff. I just ignore it. I'm just like, I'm gonna do this because I can.
You're just living your own life, drawing your own things. Heck yeah. Let's see. I believe we have another couple of questions. This one's a bit of an odd question, and this one is new, chat. So, what are your favorite solid, liquid, and gaseous substances?
Oh my.
That is a heck of a question, huh?
Yeah.
Solid, liquid, gaseous substance. Is this like a... Oh, I was literally about to compare it to like a grammar question. Like, oh, are you saying like a noun, a
So-
verb, and a...
Not quite. This is
Yeah, no,
something
my-
that
my
was
brain-
probably in
my
the
brain was going
science
somewhere
class a while back. You know, I don't blame people if they're like, wow, what is that for a second?
A solid,
Solid.
I mean, like food.
Literally
Food
solid
is
anything. Food?
Food's solid, right?
Food is solid.
But then, like, food becomes into liquid though when it
there,
goes inside.
there is also liquid food that you can like as well.
Like liquid. Okay, so that answered both of those questions. But so the gaseous part, could I say something along the lines of like smell or
The smell of food?
yeah?
Yeah?
I'll go with that.
You can
Cool, okay.
legitimately answer food to all three of those questions then, huh?
Yeah, it's all food.
Everything is food.
God, speaking of like smelling stuff, I actually have a bad sense of smell.
Huh.
Yeah, so I tell everybody about this because if they smell something and I can't, then that means it's not that bad. But if I smell something, that's a very bad sign.
Okay.
That means something's wrong is going.
Ay. Well,
There's something in the air.
there's something in the air. If Frisky smells it, you know you're already doomed. Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah.
Oh no. I imagine if you're the one who has to announce that there is a smell going about, though, does anybody go, oh, you noticed? Or do they just, anybody ever been shocked that you've announced it and they're like, wait, you smell something? I don't.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Where they just like, wait, what smell? And then they're like, oh, that smell.
Oh, they'd been smelling it for so long they tuned it out and
Yeah.
you brought it back to their mind.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough, huh?
That's about right.
Let's see. Looks like we have a couple more questions, and then we have the usual questions from 4 as well. So, let's see. Moro is following up with the earlier question to go, what's your favorite element in the plasma state?
Now that question is too big for my brain.
What do you like to set on fire?
Is that what plasma mean?
Not quite. Fire is plasma, but plasma is when you take a gas and you put a lot of energy into it and it's kind of on fire, technically. So, do you know neon lights?
Neon
like
light.
Las Vegas, the lights on the billboards and all that.
Yeah.
Those have gases in them that they run electricity through. They ignite with plasma, basically, where it's not literally burning, but it glows based on the element inside it. So neon lights and that type are plasma-based, usually. Thunder and fire. Not thunder, lightning. Thunder's the noise. Lightning's the big crackly electricity. Those are plasmas, and stars are plasma, so that's some plasma stuff.
Oh, my brain.
So this is the part where I just casually, nod in teacher and be like, you have harmed Frisky's brain. Oops.
I haven't been in school in 2 years.
Should we
I don't-
just go back to what do you like to set on fire?
Okay, yeah. I like to set. What's the last thing I set something on? Oh my god. The last time I set something on fire was just a bunch of like sticks in a ditch.
All right.
Oh, I have a story for that one.
You, do you have a story for that one? You
I have
want
a
to tell that story?
Yeah, I would love to tell
All right,
that
go for it.
So as a little kid, me and a group of friends, we built like a little like tree house in this ditch that had like a little dead tree in it, and we made a little. We would all go there, and we would have our quote wolf pack. We would all play in that little ditch, and we would have a little wolf pack, and we literally bark at each other. We bark at each we bark at each other. We grab sticks and start whipping each other with it. And my most favorite thing to do was light shit on fire. So I would just, I would just like, once, like a bunch of stuff on fire and be like, yeah, look at that. When I remember when there'd be days where it would rain so much that our ditch would be flooded. We would go down there to find like dead animals.
Aye.
Yeah, and then just to like go ahead and like bury them and stuff because we try to keep the area like clean.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember where like one of the older kids saw like a duck and its baby, and it was its last baby because we found all the other babies and the
Oh,
other
no.
babies drowned. Yeah,
Rest
it was
in
just
peace, babies.
sad. Poor little baby ducks. But he decided to be an asshole and took the baby. He took the baby from the mother, and he called up his friend. He's like, "I got one," and I was like, "What the? We gotta give it back, you know?" And then one of my other friends snatched the baby away from him and like gave the baby back to the mom. And 2 seconds later, that baby got eaten by a hawk.
Nature, huh? Oh, Lord.
And then I went to make another fire after that.
Oh, jeez, that certainly sounds like it was a time. Oh, lordy.
Yeah,
You
it
saved
was.
the baby duck from human captivity, and not the hawk. The hawk definitely.
Yeah, that was nature, so it
Nature.
wasn't my fault.
It ran the natural course. You prevented humanity from messing things up. Nature just did its own thing. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh goodness.
You know, I didn't expect this to be the story that led off from setting stuff on fire, but it certainly sounds like it was a time, huh?
Yeah, only because that's the last time I threw something on fire. I've never touched fire since.
Huh.
Yep.
Well,
I haven't like really lit a candle or anything like that. I'm not a candle fan or
don't have a convenient
bonfire,
fireplace.
Not really. No, I just I played with fire as a child.
You know, fair enough. Disclaimer: do not play with fire, but fair enough. Fire dangerous.
It was pretty bad. We were a bunch of bad kids barking at each other.
At least you burned, wood in a pit. So basically, you're just camping at that point without actually just sleeping out in the ditch.
Yeah, we weren't out there sleeping. I remember there was one time where like a bunch of cops had like canines out and like they were near our area, and then I saw them coming to the ditch and I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta go." And so we all like slowly walked across the street to our friend's house because it was literally like right there. So we just made it look so natural, but like the cops didn't stop us or anything. They just saw us coming out of the ditch slowly.
I see.
Not looking suspicious or anything like that.
But
I never went back there ever since that day because I was just like, we just got found out. I can't go back there.
I feel like that would have played out very differently if a comment that I was gonna make earlier where it's like, okay, well, you were going to bury the dead animals in the past, but then, person starts messing with the last surviving chick. Now you gotta bury one of the kids too. It's like, oh, that would have played out very differently with the police searching there, huh?
Oh god, oh no. Oh my god. That would have been great. That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been, oh no, in so many ways.
God, I can still remember the sound that poor mama made. can't believe that happened.
Ay. Yeah.
But you know what? I play with fire. That made me happy.
Fire go burn. Shiny, shiny. Alright. Cloudy, do you recall for his usual questions?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead and shoot them off then.
So Four usually likes to ask these questions almost every time, but
Yep.
if you were to elect a president of the internet, who would it be and why?
Elect a president for the internet?
Yeah, the
Yes.
whole entirety.
All of the internet.
Oh my god. Well, that would be me, of course. Like,
There we go.
Well, there you go.
So, you wish to claim the power of the internet for your own?
yeah, like, there's so much like bad stuff going on. I'm about to make things look good.
Ah.
Elect me as president. I'll make everything look good. That's all you gotta know, buddy. You don't need to know the details. You'll just watch it happen. You'll feel it happen. It'll tingle.
We do say elect the president of the internet, but it's less about an election and more, you just dictated who has control over the internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I forgot. Oh, I forgot about that.
Frisky has the power.
I forgot about that.
All right, well,
Yeah,
to
if you
follow
just
up
ignore
then,
it, like, yeah.
as the ruler of the internet, what would the first thing you do be? Very first thing.
I don't know.
I'm ruler now. What am I supposed to do? Yeah.
Okay, I'll do this.
There
you go.
Oh,
Oh, there goes another building of the audience, huh?
at least I got the money. That's fine.
Ay.
I wouldn't do anything good, really.
No, you would
I
just.
mean, I would do. Yeah, no. Listen. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
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 That's it. Just yeah.
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be good. Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
All right.
Isn't that like how every like election is though? They'll make it sound very good and then they don't do anything after that.
Hey, you want me to fix
Yes.
literally all your problems?
Doesn't do it.
Don't worry. I'll do it this time if you elect me again. Ay. I get that there's a lot of times where it's like they're talking big and a lot of times they have opposition in their, group because it's not just one person saying a thing and it works. But at the same time, the quote of campaign promises, quote unquote, they're there, and if they get met, that is not really a thing that's to be expected, despite it literally being a major voting influence, huh? Just, hey, I'll do this. Just vote for me. Frisky will save you all, so long as you make her Lord of the Internet.
Yeah, change it back, right? Yeah.
Yes. Ay. Alright. Well, I will bring up Four's other usual question then. So, this one's going to be a bit of a curveball in tone. If you were to suddenly be arrested and your face flashed everywhere for people to see, what would people assume you did? Or would they assume you're guilty or innocent?
I wonder. I mean, I'm literally talking about fire, so I don't know. Maybe art.
I mean,
I don't know,
especially at as tall as you are right now, you could get a lot with one bonfire, right?
Maybe. Well, I remember in my psychology class that I took in high school, I was used as an example where like you wouldn't think this person would do any crimes, right? And I was like literally the most innocent looking child ever. And everybody's like, no, she looks really innocent. And she's like, well, what if she killed somebody? What would you see in that? And I'm like, well, I mean, I could do it.
I'm just picturing in my head that picture of, like the raccoon being handed a gun, go do crimes. With this conversation right now, with instead of a raccoon, we just have, Chibi Frisky. It's like, go do crimes.
That's the one thing about my face. But like when people see my personality, it's different. They're like, this person can. They'll do anything. They'll steal. They'll probably kill somebody. They'll probably, shit on somebody's yard or something like that.
Do they pull out the bingo board and be like, all right, which crime did Frisky go for? Do I get bingo?
Yeah. But when people see me at first, it's not like that. They're like, there's nothing wrong with that child.
All right, so you'd probably get like a big outcry from the public where it's like, that person looks so perfectly innocent. And then like 5 people just sitting in the corner just seeing is like, oh no, they probably killed everybody.
Witnesses that know me.
Character witnesses, please do not come to the stand. We need first impressions only.
Yeah, totally. But that is a bit of a hard question to come across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would just depend on the person. Either they know me or they don't.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, let's see. Looks like we do have one more question in chat that is relevant, and then I will move on to a few more questions that I have, which may tangent off of this slightly. So, Chewed Pencil asks, Frisky, what was the best, quote, assets, end quote, you think you ever drew?
Excuse me? Sorry, I was drinking a little bit of water. I almost choked on that.
Let me repeat that. Frisky, what was the best, quote, assets, end quote, you think you ever drew? By Chewed Pencil.
My special ending.
Special ending?
My special ending, yeah. I don't know if you saw that part of my debut, but the special ending, the special.
I might have gotten distracted in the lurk at that point, so I'm not sure I've caught it directly. I've seen the button. I've seen the button in stream to be like special ending, 20K.
We can make it an actual special ending, and I'll show you towards the end.
Ay. Well, fair enough then, huh? And okay. And to go into my question that kind of follows up with that, because as somebody who's just starting to draw, it's like, okay, I started with the faces for some reason, and I want to draw more of the people, so torso's next, right? And everybody, I'm drawing is female. It's like, oh, I gotta figure out how to draw the boobs. Frisky, how do we draw boobs?
How do we draw boobs?
Right? I legitimately do not know. It's like,
okay.
How does this happen?
So when you cry, right? And you get some of the tears on your hands, and you see like the tears dripping off your fingertips. Those are like tiny little boobas. So what you're gonna do is remember what your tears look like dripping from your hands, and you're gonna draw those tears, okay? Little teardrops, and then you're gonna erase a little bit of it. Not the round part, but like the specky part of your little drop.
Not the pointy bit, no triangles?
No triangles. We don't want triangles. We want just the round bit of tears.
I see.
I mean, your blood too, but
so
depends how thick you want it.
That is. So either we make blood offerings or emotional crying offerings to the booba gods and draw what we see.
yeah, and it'll give you that nice physical feel. Cause you're holding a little mini boob in your hand.
I'm not sure this is where I expected this to go, but I can kind of see where it might make some sense. But also, like, this is not where I expected this to go.
Listen, I have a specialty of like rambling nonsense. Like, here, I got one.
Oh,
So I just graduated from home last year, and I was thinking about going to Hawaii, but I was thinking of like getting some barbecue with you, and then I'm gonna go have a date with your mom, or yeah, and then I'm gonna go out and see Obama, and then we're gonna start war on Japan, and then I'm gonna go home and sleep, and then I got school tomorrow, and then I think I'm gonna graduate tomorrow too.
so that's an impressive stream of consciousness. Like, just straight from the brain. Like, if you can follow that, you are not just watching and listening anymore. You are, like, one with the Frisky mindset.
I'm just contacting all my timelines.
Gotta get them all to converge, huh?
I'm from the multiverse. I'm connected.
I see.
You know? Two multiversal mice here, huh,
I
Cloud?
see. Glad I'm not the only one.
I think I'm the only one of me, so I get very confused whenever it's like, oh, multiverse incoming. What?
You just see a random, like a different cloudy every time. Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Because yeah, that's probably gonna be the one point that I ask for the most advice on, because it's like, I have no clue how, and you seem to be, pretty proud about drawing the booba, so I'm gonna be like, Frisky, help me, please.
Well, I mean, long story short, that was actually just a very just improvised way of
The teardrop
explaining
shape in
it.
general.
Yeah, teardrop shaped or a water balloon, little
I
heavy.
got what was being intended there. It was just the delivery was very
I know,
oh.
I mean, if you think about it.
If you think about it, it is correct in some manners. It's also just like, wow. Alright, so you want me to go cry or commit blood rituals? Let's go.
Hell yeah, man.
What's blood ritual between friends, right? Oh no.
Just a little bit.
Ay. Well, fair enough then. That is definitely a good answer, even if it caught me off guard in many ways. And the next, a little bit more specific question I have for you is, well, you recently did your debut or re-debut. How'd it go, and how'd you enjoy it?
Debut, huh?
Yeah, that was a week ago, right?
I think so.
I mean, that's why we had to reschedule and not do this last week.
Yeah, I remember. Oh gosh, I think it went pretty okay. I was just like, I'm not expecting too much from it. I just want to like have fun, do whatever. I mean, I'm Scuff. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't Scuff. It ended up being
life.
Scuff anyway. I mean, like, I was actually doing a lot of like last minute stuff, and I'm like, okay, we're not gonna do the last minute stuff. So, because I actually had my lore planned out and everything, and I was gonna get it done in 2 days, like all by myself. But then I realized, nope, I can't do that. But when just hours before my debut, I was stressing so hard because even though I knew it was gonna be Scuff, I was still stressing out about like the model rig and like how like where all my assets were, or like I had to check if like I got everything down because I had a list. I was like actually organized. Once in my life I was actually organized, but no.
Fair enough.
So there's so much, so but it went okay, and I liked how it turned out. I'm not gonna complain. It was a very
Good then.
good event that I've ever done before. So
It does sound like it was a lot more stressful just before than you expected, though, huh?
yeah, when it was happening, I was like, oh my god, that was so easy.
What was I stressing over? All I had to do was talk and exist. Go over all this that I already prepared, right?
Honestly. But I just the number one thing I just wanted to do for my debut was show how good the model was, because I was so like I literally got the model in December,
Oh.
and I was like, I have to wait too much.
You want to show it off and play with it now. I completely understand that.
Yeah, I mean I did have like Honey do some last minute like rig on it, so, and then I finished my rig, but I didn't touch it, so I didn't like how some of it came out.
Ay. Fair enough, huh?
I'm still planning to find an actual person to rig it properly, because I feel like there should be more. There's a potential. There's a potential.
There's potential that is not yet realized, huh? Okay. Well, best of luck figuring that out then, because I know it's a process to do any of that, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh god. Making me remember like my first model that I pre-debuted with, and I was like, oh well, I'm never doing that again. I'm gonna actually pay people to do it for me.
I thought, the look before the current look was still good, though. I liked it.
Oh, thank you.
It was certainly
was
very
okay.
nice, and the re-debut and the new look, definitely very good as well. But the previous look, I was still a fan of.
Oh man, I know you're saying re-debut, right? Like, I don't think I debuted once before,
I mean,
but I think I like low-key debuted because
whatever
people thought I did.
technicality is going on, like, I think I saw your post about it, and you used re in parentheses to be like, you're confused too, right? Something happened. New model emerged. Magic huzzah.
Well, I'm here now, so we're past that
now.
phase. We're done with that. We're gonna play games. We're gonna do some art. Just do the regular.
Yeah. Fair enough. Now, we're going to the two wrap-up questions, basically, at this point. So, at this point, I usually make a moment to remember this. So, you're enjoying towering around the city, smashing things, right?
Yeah, that was, violence.
Yeah, violence. So, what if there was more big to be had?
What?
What if you could, look at the planet and be like, planet small? Yeah?
Oh.
I'm gonna take that as, a sound of approval then, huh? Alright, shall we go see what planet size does? Planet size, Frisky?
Yeah.
Let's see, I may have to order a new Earth real quick and just mail order that, so let's see. Big times in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yep. Alright, well, let me get rid of this previous Earth real quick. Ooh.
Yeah, that one doesn't exist, remember?
We're gonna get, a little bit of mail order Earth in here real quick. There you go.
God.
And let's see, I think we also have a cheese moon for a... Yep, there's the cheese moon. So, welcome to Planetary Size. If you want to eat the moon or take a bite out of the planet, just let me know and we will enable you to do that, because planet tasty.
Can I eat both of them at the same time?
Can you eat both of them at the same... We gotta move both of them to the, same place, huh?
Yeah.
So, here. Let's Magic, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So, oh, well, I guess the moon's all the way over here. So let's fix that real quick. Moon go behind the Moon go behind the Earth. There you go. Is over on Frisky's side. All right. So if you want to take a big old bite of them.
Wow, look at these 2 balls.
I.
Oh, it's delicious. Oh, delicious.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Fuck all these people. I'm gonna eat all of you.
Nom nom, oh no. Just pay no attention to the, freezes. We have to, avoid showing the moment of consumption, right, Frisky? There's still a little bit of planet left. Do you want to finish it all off?
No, I'm kind of full.
You're kind of full? Alright. Well, in that case, we got a little bit of the planet that survived. Let's, move it away from the hungry mouse real quick.
Oh.
Planet Tasty.
Planet
Tasty.
It was like earthy.
It is a bit earthy. I just kind of like the chewy center of it, really.
There's a chewy?
Yeah.
It's chewy?
You know how under the earth it's all like molten lava or whatnot? It's kind of like spicy caramel to me.
Nah, it's like someone spit in your mouth.
Oh no. We may have to check what's in the oceans on this planet before, we order the next one from this group, right?
God, I'm gonna have diarrhea after this.
Oh no. So, while we're wrapping up, I also like to let the guest direct the raid and the raid message. So, keep this in mind as you're answering the last few questions, who you'd like to send the audience of the interview to. Question 1 of 2 for the wrap-up. 1. Are there any major long-term goals you've got for the future?
Oh, man.
Big future plans.
What are my future plans? What's out there for me? Let's see. I would say... I was thinking of being able to table at like a bigger con and meet people. Yeah.
I know conventions have been a little bit off with the recent events, but that certainly does sound like an interesting goal.
It's just like... so people already know what I look like IRL, so it's like, is it really immersion though?
I mean, they just say, they wish you back to life for a little bit, Dragon Ball style, right? It's like regular use back to life for a minute, and then, once you go off screen, convention's over, you die again, and back to Cupid Mouse, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
basically.
Getting resurrected for plot convenience is basically just how things go, right?
Dude, this is my anime origin story.
It's spoilers for your anime story. Oh no. For when the convention arc, right?
The convention, yeah. Hopefully one day. I hope it happens.
All right. Certainly sounds fun though. Fun indeed. And how about any shorter term goals? Anything you're doing like this week or in 5 minutes or tomorrow?
Well, I hope that I can play Elden Ring because that thing it broke me last night. Elden Ring broke me.
Yeah.
I thought Invisible Guards was why everybody said it was hard, but then I realized that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, invisible enemies sounds a little bit shenanigans.
Yep.
Yeah, I was fighting them. I was fighting them invisible.
Did you defeat any of them?
Yes.
Yes.
See, that's impressive alone.
You see? You got an achievement that, not many other people can claim, probably, then. Defeated invisible enemies in Elden Ring.
Oh god. Yeah.
Ay. Yeah, hopefully that will work for you then, huh? Hopefully that'll function and all goes well.
I hope so. I really hope so. God, I'm so
Ay.
pessimistic.
Listen, it'll work at some point, we just gotta believe, right? We just gotta believe.
Well, I hope we could believe because this whole time I'd be glitching in and out. Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
internet, please be kind to Frisky.
nah,
But-
I'm just. I'm a cupid, so I should be fading in and out. You know what I'm saying?
You're just
basically
kind of...
talking to a ghost.
Oh, ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah, dude.
You know, on the one hand, spooky. On the other hand, you're a very cute ghost.
No, that's not right.
What do you mean that's not right?
That's not right. I'm supposed to be scary. Dude, I could literally put you in between these pedonkers and you'd be gone.
Listen, you've already eaten a good chunk of the planet. I'm just here to have a good time and hang out, so if you want to be intimidating giant scary ghost mouse, you might get a better reaction out of Cloudy over there than me.
What? Wow.
Wait, what? You really exposing him like that?
Wow, exposing me, man.
Listen, I'm just sitting here being like, fee fi fo squeak,
Dang,
giant shenanigans are my
man.
life.
Yeah, meanwhile, fee fi fo multi-dimensional mouse small, you know. Jeez.
Ay. Although, that's certainly an idea that some people in chat, like, we immediately got Moro going bet to just getting stuck between the chest and vanishing, huh? Ay.
I should have my model rig to do that.
Just vanish people between the chest. Ay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, while we're wrapping up then, that was all my questions, so unless either of you have more questions or comments to go about, let's try to figure out who we're going to send the raid off to, huh? So, Cloudy, any final comments or questions for the interview?
Heck. That's it.
Heck.
That's all I got.
And Frisky,
Yeah.
any final questions or comments, or should we, migrate the Earth to meet the fate that's been described earlier?
I just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. I haven't really spoken to other VTubers as much. I've only had that one collab. But other than that, I haven't interacted with many people yet, and I hope to do more of that soon. But yeah, if you guys ever want to hang out, just hit me up.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
keep that in mind, and you're more than welcome. Thank you for taking part in my silly shenanigans and dooming all of humanity by eating most of the planet. And the moon.
And it was an honor.
Alright, so anybody online right now that you want to send the raid over to and whatnot?
Let's see. We can go up to. I know another rodent.
Oh,
Let's see. She's a squirrel, and
ooh, squirrel.
her name is Risu, but I think her name's different on Twitch here. I can.
Yeah,
throw
send
it down.
send the Twitch name real quick in chat for me.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to try to say the name because I got no clue how to enunciate all that. Opabo, probably, but that also just ay. Alright, we'll send the raid off to them, and what message should we leave them off with?
Oh, wait, I get to leave a message?
Yeah, you get to pick the raid message, so if we want to go Frisky ate the earth as the message, that could be, shenanigans. We could just say Cupid Mouse incoming, interview time. What do you want to say?
Oh, God.
I give you the choice. You just have to, figure out what you want, right?
Okay, here we go. How about that?
How about?
Can I do that? That allowed?
Is that something Risa would be okay with? If you're sure Risa would be okay with that, then sure, we can do that. But
Hold
I'm
on,
leaving.
Let me go ask her real quick.
You go.
Just go straight in.
Yeah, that's the timer's running out, so it's going to be relatively soon. You probably got like 20 seconds. So if we go with Big Opie, we're going with Big Opie, but it gotta be the
Okay,
message.
cancel the I. Cancel it so it looks
Cancel?
like it'll be her name.
So I'll click the cancel button then, and we will wait for a second. Okay. You got to figure out what the raid message is going to be, or if that's going to be a approved one. Huh?
Here, we'll do this instead.
We'll do
There.
Big
There.
Opa. Okay, Big
Yeah, there you go.
Opa.
Big.
Ay. All right. Well, in that case, thank you all who stopped by and asked questions and just listened to lovely Frisky's story here. Make sure to send love to Big Opa. It's not quite Big Opa, but it's still it's something, huh? It's better. It's better for a first impression. I'm gonna have to be like, Frisky chose this message. Please spare me.
Don't hurt, please.
Mercy, please. Ay. If you're
Oh,
taking
yeah.
part in the raid, make sure to send Big Opa in chat, and and we will catch you in your usual places. If you hang around here, Saru's gonna, shenanigans like usual. Frisky's gonna keep on doing their amazing art stuff, and Cloudy's gonna apparently still be loading. You've had the loading on your head the whole time, right?
What? Oh, sorry. I'm loading.
Loading,
I'm
Cloudy.
loading. I'm listen. It's a Saturday. I'm loading.
Take care, everybody, and bye. Peace.